Welcome to my end of year portfolio update. So it is December. This is my December update, my portfolio update video. Just received my last dividend payments, so I thought I would record my end of year portfolio update. This is my first full year of investing. I started investing, I think it was the 2nd of Jan, so just after New Year's Day. I invested my first, was it £400, £500? Something like that. I think I put £500 into my trading 212 portfolio, invested £400 into the almost daily dividends pie, and then I put I think £100 I separated between a couple of individual companies. So a lot have changed since then. If you've been following along for the last 12 months, then you know exactly what's happened. But this is to give you an insight into my portfolio. So as you can see on the left-hand side, I have £13,140 in my portfolio. I've invested £12,812. It's currently up 2.56%, so it's been pretty much red most of the year. This month it's jumped up a lot, so I'm currently up £328. So quite nice to see that at the end of the year. I'm not too fussed because it is a long-term investment. This is until I retire, but like I said, it is nice to see green and to see the companies I've invested in are doing well. So let's jump into my stocks I have invested into, how many shares I got, how they're performing, and then we'll look at how much dividends I've earned this year. So before we get into it, please hit that like button. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, because next year is going to be a banger when we compare all of next year to this year. So Abbey currently up 7%, so £3. That is basically a slow one for me. I'm just trickling spare change into that company, really. Not much I'm piling into that just yet, but it is up. Avira, currently 156 shares. My goal is to get that to 200. And then I will look at putting that money into something else, or what I invest into that currently. I will start investing into something else to start bolstering that. But again, that's currently up just shy 7%, £43 in the green. Bank of America, 4 shares. Again, that's up 18%. That's doing quite nicely. Again, any loose change I put into Bank of America. BHP Group, 3 shares. Currently up 14%, £21. Again, loose change, I invest into this at the moment. Coca-Cola is a growth share of mine, so I'm not too fussed with this one. This one is a long-term company, just looking for the growth of the company. 7 shares, that is down 3.5%. Got £344 into that. This is the QYLP. So this is the UK version of QYLD. So it is the Global NASCAR 100 covered calls. I've only just started investing into this. When I sold the almost daily dividends pie, I put basically majority of it into this. So 103 shares of that. That is down 1.10%. Legal & General is 200 shares, so the goal was to hit 200 shares of that. I've done that, and that is basically £500, and that is up just shy of 5%, up £23. So that was one I was pumping a load of money into to get up to 200 shares. I'll back off, just let dividends tick away at that for now. But if that does drop to a decent number, then I will buy back into it. So obviously it's currently high at the moment. It's not telling me, the average price. So yeah, that's the average price I normally pay is 238. It's currently sat at 250. So if it drops below that, then I will put more money into it. But happy with 200 shares for now. And that being up just shy of 5%. Main Street Capital. This is a different one that I'm working on. Currently 6 months into this. This is a something I'm invested into daily. So the goal is to basically dollars cost average into this company. So basically every week I put £5 into Main Street. That's basically £1 every day, Monday to Friday. So I'll do that for a year, see the results from that, see if it averages out across. And then once I hit 12 months, like I said, I'm at 6 months now. That's doing pretty well. 5 shares and up 5%. So once I get to 12 months, I'll up it to £7. So it's basically £1 a day, including weekends. At the moment, I'm just doing Monday to Friday. I will include weekends the next 12 months of this challenge. Microsoft, same as Coca-Cola. That is another growth stock for me. I'm just looking for the growth of the company rather than the dividends from this one. 3 shares, and that is up 20%. So that's my biggest one currently, which is up 20%, holding me £156 in the green. Phoenix is a new one I've just invested into. This is a high dividend paying stock, so I haven't put much money into it. Just £40, something I'm willing to lose with 7 shares. It's paying pretty decent at the moment. It's in the green still at 4.5%. And yeah, the dividend, it pays out 9.95, so just shy of 10%. So I've just put some money into this just to see how it does. It will be reinvested, the money. Like I said, it's a high-paying dividend. If it does start dropping, then I might just leave it, let dividends come in and reinvest the dividends into something else. I do the same thing with Redwood Trust. This is something I've invested into from the start. When I invested into Redwood Trust, they were at 12%. They are now at 8%, so they've dropped quite a bit from the start of the year. But again, still a high dividend. That money I'm willing to lose. It's only down £12, so it's not too bad. But the dividends I do earn from this, I pay into a different company to bolster a stronger brand. So Redwood Trust pay me, I think it's like £3 every 3 months. That £3 will go into like Microsoft or Coca-Cola. So these high-paying dividend stocks I'll put money into, leave it, and then the dividends I'll reinvest into a growth stock or something else. Realty Income is my biggest loser. Currently got 62 shares of Realty Income. Overall, I'm in the green. So, as you can see there at the top, since I started, I am up 5% since the start of the year. But as you see here, the stock is down 3%, so over £100. But like I said, this one is a growth stock. It's never let anyone down. It's a monthly paying dividend, currently paying me £10 a month. The goal for this one is to get the dividends as high as possible. So every month, this here basically becomes free. So every month, the dividend will buy me a free stock. So, like I said, the average price I was paying is $59. It's currently sat at 57. It's slowly on the climb up, as you can see there in the graph. So I want to try and get that average line down as low as possible. But it's doing well at the moment. Like I said, it's paying me probably £11 next month. And then hopefully that'll keep building until the dividends start buying me a free share. And every month I'll just see that going up. So pretty much every year I'll be getting 12 free shares. That's the goal from this one. Redwood Trust, we trusted on. Rio Tinto, haven't really touched that. That's just sitting there. Dividends come in, I reinvest into something else. That is down 2%. Not really fussed on Rio Tinto at the moment. And then my two big ones is my ETFs. So I got the FTSE All World High Dividend Yield. This is my biggest holding at 4,700. That is up 3.90% and 177 in the green. Goals to get this to 100. This has just paid me dividends as well, which is a nice juicy one, which I'll show you in a bit. And then the S&P 500. This is a new one to the portfolio. Just like the covered calls, the QYLP, when I sold the almost daily dividends pie, half went into QYLP, half went into S&P 500. So wasn't too impressed with the almost daily dividend pie and the growth of it. And it kept changing. A lot of it was in red, etc. I didn't like investing £300 into the pie. Then it gets separated amongst 50 companies. I wanted to get each company paying me £1, like at least £1 in dividends. So every month, it basically got reinvested and just kept doubling. But when I done the maths, that would take years to happen. When if I just sold it, bought into these two ETFs, and I'm pretty much earning double the dividends I was earning from the almost daily dividends pie. So from the S&P 500 and the NASCAR 100 covered calls, those two ETFs pay me more dividends now than what the almost daily dividends pie was bringing me in each month. So it was a no-brainer and a lot safer investment that I thought, especially the S&P 500. So those are the stocks that I hold and how they're performing. Like I said, a lot of them are in the green now to finish the year, which is perfect. It's nice to see. So let's go into my dividends and see. Before we do that, let's look at the free shares. So if you don't use trading 212 and you want to jump onto this in the new year and start investing, please use my link in the description box below. You will get free shares up to £100 for everyone that uses my link. So you'll get free shares and I also get free shares as well. Currently no one's used it so far, even though the link is on all my videos. I'm very disappointed. But yeah, if you do want to join Trading 212, start investing in 2024, then please use my link in the description box below. It will mean a lot. You now earn interest on Trading 212 on your uninvested money. So whatever money you hold in your uninvested cash, Trading 212 pays out interest on it. So as you can see here, when did they start? They brought this out a couple of months back. It wasn't too long ago. I've earned 40p of interest. I don't really hold much cash in my account. That's why I don't really earn much, but some people hold a lot of cash there and build interest. They do pay interest daily. So depending on how much money you have here, that's how much they pay out daily. Currently with this, but if I had like £1,000 in there, then that would be a lot higher. And that is the rate they pay out. The rates are changing next year. In the UK, I think it's going to 4.5% interest. So a lot of people will start holding more money in their account. So here you can see interest. So because we were closed, or not we, Train 202's closed over Christmas, I had a lot of money in there. And these are the interest you can see come out. So 23rd, 2 pence, 24th, 2 pence, 25th, 2 pence, 26th, 2 pence. And then today, basically all that money that was sat in my account got invested today. So that's why I got no interest. But as you see here, I do get interest now and again. Sometimes like 16 pence, I had a lot of money sat there over the weekend, ready to invest on the Monday. So that's just something that you can now do. So whatever you have sat in your, when this loads. So in your free funds, if you have money there, that's what you earn interest on going forward. But let's get into my dividends. So how much have I earned in 2023? It doesn't. Oh yeah, at the bottom. Just about see it. On my phone, it's up here. That's why I was looking over here. So yeah, total dividends. I've earned a total of £305 in dividends this year. So that's pretty good going, to be fair. I've invested, just shy of £2,000, or 13 grand, 2 grand, I wish. 13 grand. The goal was to get 15 in here. Obviously, we've got until the end of the tax year, so April. That's probably doable. I could get up to 15 grand by April. And just see how that goes. But like you said, today, these are my last dividends paid out this year. The S&P 500 paid me £3.50. I have, 19 shares in the S&P 500. The FTSE All World High Dividend, I have 90 plus shares. That pays me out just shy of £30 in dividends every 3 months. And then Main Street Capital, just shy of £1. So next month, that should pay me out £1 because I will be investing. I invested more this week. So all my investments got bought today. So that should go up. 16th of December, reality income. So there you can see £10 there. Gets reinvested straight back into reality income. Like I said, once that starts building, hopefully I will start getting a free share with that. Main Street Capital, again, pay me out twice for some reason in the month of December, of total of 77 pence. Coca-Cola, £2.28, that got reinvested. Microsoft was £1.54. Again, just a growth stock of mine. That gets reinvested and just forgotten about. The rest of them, these are just leftovers from the almost daily dividends pie. So when I sold the almost daily dividends pie, if I had money in these companies past the date, they still pay me dividends. That's what these two are. I got a couple more as well. And then here you go, the QYLP paid me out £11.96 in dividends, which got automatically reinvested. And that's pretty much it from December. So that's the dividends I earned in December. Big one from QYLP and the Vanguard FTSE All World High Dividend, my two biggest ones this month. And then reality income, that pays me £10 a month at the moment. But again, the end of the year, hopefully that will be a massive one. So that's how much I earned this year, but that includes the almost daily dividend pie dividends as well. But if we look at what I earned from individual investments, we'll jump across to my spreadsheet. And as you can see here, this is the year broken down. So I started investing in Jan. That's why I got 0 right there. Feb, I started getting the odd dividends coming in. And then it just started snowballing from there. So March, £2. April, £5.59. May was a low one again. So it's pretty much, it goes in like 3 months, kind of. So you have a low, high, maybe a high, a low, and so on. So May was a low one at £1.50. June was a big one at £49. July back down to 27, and again a low one again in August at £6.28. September was a 60, so this was my first month of reaching over £50. October back down to 46. November £11. December £60. 2 £60 months, which is nice. I'd like to see what that will be here next year. So 2024, be interesting to see what September, December brings. Hopefully double that. Be nice to see 120 over here, but probably not. The next goal now, like I said, the first goal was to get £50 a month, which I got in September and then also in December. So 2024's goal is to get a £100 a month dividend. That would be lovely if I could earn £100 a month in dividends. And then just keep going from there. So 50, 100, 150, 200. If I can keep that going all the way up until 2031 is when I want to retire. I'd like to see this at a nice juicy number, hopefully. But only time will tell how the market does and how my dividends does going forward. But this is pretty much it. This is my final portfolio update of 2023. Hope you enjoyed. Please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. We're at 700, so it's not far to go. Again, thanks for watching. If you have watched all year, again, thank you. And I'll see you in 2024 and a happy new year.